So in today's video we're going to be taking a look at two fantastic but very compact 4K projectors, the new JMGO N1S 4K and the LG Cinebeam Q. Now we'll put the pictures side by side and head to head. We'll see which one is the brightest, and we'll also look at other features that both of these have, like their operating systems, and hopefully give you a good idea of which one of these I would recommend and which is right for you in your circumstances. So let's get started. Don't forget to hit the red button to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and click the notification bell to get my next video first. So both of these compact projectors have their own positives and negatives, but there's going to be one I think which may come out on top. These are the stats on how much they weigh and the size, and as you can see the Cinebeam is far lighter and it's also far smaller. In fact, carrying this thing around is not a problem at all. I just wish they'd have put a carry case within the actual box. It's a little heavier with the JMGO, but there is a carry case that it comes with, albeit quite a big one. A tripod mount is also included on the JMGO, which isn't present on the Cinebeam, which again is a little bit disappointing. On the back, they both have a single HDMI port which also doubles up as an eARC port, and there's one USB, but with the LG Cinebeam it's a USB Type-C which can power the device if you've got an appropriate battery pack. That can't happen with the JMGO, it always needs to be powered with a mains power supply. Okay, on to the design. Well, obviously they're two unique designs and I like them both. I think that the LG is smaller, cuter and looks a little bit more premium, whereas with the JMGO I love the gimbal design. It's so simple just to flip this around the 127 degrees that it goes. Whereas with the LG, it's just a little bit more fiddly. You can actually go around 360 degrees, but it does mean that you're always using two hands, and you know, it's not the end of the world, but it's just a little bit more frustrating than with the JMGO. But both of them offer fantastic flexibility in where you're going to be able to point the image. Getting these projectors set up is super simple. Once you've powered them on, it's just a case of running through some simple screens, which I won't bore you with in this video. Okay, the other thing to mention is the remote controls. Now, neither of them have a brilliant remote control, but neither of those remote controls are terrible. They both have some shortcut buttons on, but neither of them are backlit, which is a little bit of a shame. Those familiar with LG TVs will recognise the software. It's WebOS, but for the Projector version, and that's pretty good. It's got everything that you're going to need on there. Whereas JMGO has Google TV running, and again, Google TV is just my favourite operating system for projectors at the moment. It just means that you've got everything in one place and everything works brilliantly. But don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with WebOS. It's definitely a hell of a lot better than Android TV. And one of the things that you can do with it, like you can with your TVs, is go into all of your different settings very simply. The beauty with both of these projectors is that you can project them anywhere. Here I've got them against my kitchen units and I think it looks fantastic. And because it's got that automatic straightening of auto keystone, both of these projectors will just adjust the picture as you're moving the actual projector. And so it means that you're getting a perfectly straight, perfectly watchable image no matter where you're pointing and how steep an angle. And this time with the JMGO, you can see as I move it up, it automatically is making all of those adjustments. And again, I think with the JMGO, because it's that little bit brighter, it probably just gives you a little bit more flexibility that even in a very bright room you can have it looking pretty good here at about 80 inches on a plywood wall, which looks fantastic. And again here in the daylight you see the window with the light coming in on the right hand side and the image looks brilliant. When it came to fan noise, there was one clear winner. The LG Cinebeam is actually quite noisy. It was around 36 to 37 decibels from around 2 meters away, and it stayed at that level constantly. Whereas with the JMGO, when I turned that one on, it peaked at around 30 decibels to start off with, and then it dropped down to around 25 to 26, which was actually the reading that I was getting within the room when nothing else was on. So the JMGO operates pretty much silently, so if the noise of the speaker is important, go JMGO. Here's an example of how the speakers sound. So there wasn't really any comparison between the two. The JMGO is far better, as you would expect, with the specs of the speaker system that's in place, but at least you have got that capability of connecting with the LG. Okay, let's look at how they performed in a light room. So I've set them up side by side, and I've got them projecting both onto a 100-inch screen. These are just a few minutes apart, and I've just then stuck these videos side by side. And in a brighter room, there's not that much difference. Again, I just think that you're getting a little bit more detail with the JMGO, and you're getting that slight extra brightness. If you look at the clouds, for instance, you can see it and you can notice it very, very simply. And also the background of those mountains in the distance, you can see the extra brightness and the extra shadow detail. And shadow detail is something you're going to notice when we go to some darker scenes as well. Although I do have to say the LG is one of the best small projectors I've seen for handling black level detail, but it does miss on some of the darker scenes. Okay, so now let's look at some darker room footage, and here you can see the left-hand side is the LG, the right-hand side is the JMGO. Now, before you start typing and saying the LG looks a lot better, the JMGO is all blown out, that's because in order to not make the LG look ridiculously bad, I had to expose onto that, and that then is giving the impression that the JMGO is a little bit overblown. In reality, it didn't look like that, and a couple of the clips I've got coming up, like this next one for instance, you'll see it's a lot more realistic. So the LG still on the left, JMGO on the right, and you're getting a far brighter, far more balanced image, and even the detail within the grass I think is there more. And here you can see whilst the LG is providing a nice image, when the colors are actually looking really good, it is losing some of the detail within the shadows. If you can look at the grass for instance, as you scroll on the right hand side in the bottom left corner compared to the bottom left corner on the LG, you are just missing a lot of the detail. Now, it's not the end of the world, it's still producing a good image, but it's just definitely not the high quality that you're getting for the JMGO. In some scenes it was quite difficult to split these apart, but definitely overall the JMGO definitely has it. Now, to be honest with you, that is exactly what I would expect. The JMGO is the slightly more expensive machine. The LG has already been discounted from its original price. And it's the slightly bigger machine, and you're obviously getting higher lumens. It's 1100 ISO lumens compared to 500 on the LG. Now, I will just pop up a screen in a second, which has got more of the spec comparisons. However, there is one thing to bear in mind, that if you are in the UK at the moment, you may find it difficult to get hold of the N1S 4K because it's not currently on Amazon and it's not currently shipping via their website. Now, they are looking into that, and I'm hoping that a solution will come soon, and I will let you know when that does happen. Now, after talking to JMGO about this, they have pointed out that they do have a retail partner, Smart Tech London, which is based in Selfridges, and so it may well appear there very soon, so check that out. Okay, so here's a look at some of those specs, some of them which we've already spoken about and a couple of others which we haven't. Now, obviously, both of these projectors are laser projectors. They're both triple laser. There's a 3-channel RGB laser in the Cinebeam, and it's a Mulk triple laser in the JMGO. The speakers we've already spoken about, as well as the operating system. Both of these projectors have dynamic contrast ratio, 1,000,000 to 1 on the JMGO N1S 4K, and 450,000 to 1 on the LG Cinebeam Q. Input lag, I was able to get 22 milliseconds on the JMGO N1S, but I couldn't get it below 61 milliseconds on the LG Cinebeam. And with 3D support, somebody did mention in the previous video about 3D support, and yes, you do get that on the JMGO if you are one of those people that still uses 3D. I'm not sure how many do. Let me know in the comments actually if you are one. But you don't get that on the LG, unfortunately. So my friends, in summary, these are both two fantastic projectors, and they both deliver surprisingly good results for their size. Definitely, without a doubt, in terms of image quality, the JMGO does edge it, and in terms of its specs and its sound with speakers, definitely that's the one. If it is all about the size and you're just wanting the smallest one possible which delivers a 4K image, then you have to go for the LG. However, I would definitely say that the JMGO is the one that I would choose out of these two, spend a little bit more money and get the one that delivers the far better image. That's it for this video, my friends. I hope it's been helpful for you. Let me know in the comments if there's anything that you want me to answer, and I shall keep you updated on the updates with regard to the delivery in the UK of the JMGO N1S 4K. Thanks so much for watching this video, my friends, and I look forward to seeing you on the next.